We are back. Superman 3. That is up next. That is what we're going to be watching today. And I watched parts of this as a kid. I know every single movie we've been watching, I say that a lot. But it's true. I watch a lot of movies. Guilty as charged. I'm sorry. But I don't remember this movie fully. I remember watching this movie like parts as a kid. I don't remember the beginning, the middle, or the end, but I do remember the main premise where Superman does get split up into two different people. And I think one part is the weak Superman who has like no powers, and then there's like this overpowered kind of dick of a Superman, which I vaguely remember some scenes, like the one who has powers has like white white hair on the sides of his head and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't fully remember, so I'm in the dark with you guys. But Superman 3, that's what we're going to be doing today. It stars Christopher Reeves yet again. Margaret Kidder, she's back as Lois Lane. I do not see a Gene Hackman in this movie, which makes me sad because Gene Hackman was one of the best parts of Superman 1 and 2. So that's going to make me sad if he's not in this movie. But there is a comedian in this movie that is fairly famous, named Richard Pryor. I think a lot of you younglings probably don't remember him, but he was like an OG comedian, and he's in this movie, so I wonder what his role is, because I don't really remember him in this movie, but he's in it. New director also. Superman 3 is directed by Richard Lester, instead of Richard Donner. That's kind of funny. But yeah, Richard Lester, don't know much of his work. Let's see how he does in Superman 3, though, okay? So you know my job, you know what I'm about to do. I'm going to react to this movie, give a little commentary on it after the movie, give a little short review of how it holds up, and just see how this movie is as a whole. I know the first two Superman are like highly regarded as classics, but the latter, Superman 2 and 4, I don't think a lot of people like. So I think we're in for a comedic treat, if you're asking me. But let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into it. Superman 3. Oh, damn. This is starting off kind of different than the first two Superman. First actor is Richard Pryor, being seen in the first shot. I feel like this scene is very highly relatable for people right now, because, like, you know, whole quarantine, a lot of people have lost their jobs, so this message kind of hits home for a lot of people. Earn big money, be a computer programmer. Now, what makes him think he can do that if he can't even, like, work at a fast food restaurant? Yep, this is starting off very differently than the first two Supermen. So you can tell this is made by a different person. Ow. Ooh, penguins? Is that a reference to Penguin? Is Batman in the same universe? Well, that's not good. Oh, this is definitely going to be a comedic movie. Oh my... This is just dumb. This is nothing like the first two Supermen. God, people are falling down shafts, and, like, I don't know, like, people are drowning in cars, and penguins are lit on fire. People tripping over stuff when they see a pretty lady.
Way to go, Superman! But if you can't do this... No, computer technology is very advanced, young lady, but it can't do that. Good Lord. How did you do that? I don't know. I just did it.
I don't know. I just did it.
Who's that? That's him, Ross Webster. This is just after he received the award for humanitarian abuse.
It's time for you to draw this month's winning jingo number. Prize is an all-expenses trip to South America. What's the terrific story?
Oh, Kent's been invited to his high school class reunion. Hey, what is this? First paycheck? First rip-off, man. It's supposed to get $2.25 a week, right? This says $143.80. How am I supposed to...
Taxes.
State tax, federal tax, Social Security tax.
No, not really. They can't be bothered to collect a half cent from your paycheck any more than you could.
Then what happens to them?
Well, they're just floating around out there. The computer's nowhere. How many sugars?
1.5.
He has an idea.
It's quitting time, Gus. You coming? Yeah, no, actually, I got some stuff to check, so.
Is he gonna add money to his bank account or something? Yep, he's adding money. But they're reporters, they gotta go watch it, right?
It's not just a building, that's a chemical plant. You know what I mean? Yeah. I want you to keep these people distracted so they don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, there was a cop in there, you didn't even see him.
How about it? My God, Superman is a nightmare. Everything there is explosive or flammable or worse.
Well, that's not smart, Jimmy. What made you think you can climb up that ladder? How is nobody seeing him? Well, of course Jimmy's gonna get hurt.
Sir, we're gonna get out of here now. I'll show you the quickest way. You want to look after the others. I can't leave here. Why not? I've got to stay and look after those. That's concentrated building acid. If that stuff heats up over 180 degrees, we've got a crisis on our hands that'll make this fire look like a Sunday school picnic. What does it do? As long as it remains stable, it's just ordinary acid, no problem. But if it begins to heat up, it'll turn volatile. If that happens, you'll
Damn, Christopher
break
Reeve looks
salt,
pissed.
or anything. Steel, concrete, anything.
Exactly. How did he get past them? Bye bye. Come on, Jimmy.
I'm sorry. All right? Here we go.
Oh. No way. He's gonna lift up that whole lake? Oh no. Huh. Those graphics, man. Yeah. There's always that guy at the reunion. That's hilarious. Oh.
It's great to see you. We're going one guy in your dance card right now, huh, honey? That's good old Wilson. Hi, Brad. Hi, Ken. Go on, Lana.
No, I can't. Oh, I already asked.
Oh my god. Come on, Super. Stop making yourself look like such an idiot.
Another week, another check.
So did he get more this time?
Don't you have another one for me? I put in a voucher for expenses. What? Yeah. Here you go.
Oh, wow. Don't make that obvious. You're gonna go to jail.
Thanks for helping me out.
You kidding, Lana? A lot of guys like to be where I am. Run it by me just one more time.
$85,000.
Missy.
Embezzled, Mr. Webster. Stolen from the firm.
By who?
Well, for a guy who was lucky to be water boy in the high school team, you sure got a big mouth, Ken. Well, I just think maybe Ricky doesn't need a bowling lesson in front of all the other kids.
Here you go, Ricky. And you give it your best shot. Okay? Here you go.
Oh, he's gonna help him out right here.
Oh, sorry, Colin.
Yeah, like that wasn't obvious.
See me all right for me? I'll see him too. Hello, Mr. Lewis.
No, not that boss. The boss.
Ooh.
Bossy boss, the boss.
I mean, you're gonna get caught. He made it really obvious. 85,000?
You're a genius. An only genius, but what the hell? Nobody's perfect. I've been searching for
Oh my gosh.
somebody to make these machines do what they're not supposed to do. You get my drift?
Oh no. This is totally Richard Pryor.
Industrial complex is a family-owned cartel. Under different company names, I control the price of coffee beans in Venezuela, Brazil, Bolivia, Jamaica, and the Republic of Gabon. But, yes, I've got a problem, and I think maybe you can help me with it. One country won't play ball with me. I guess you know how that can bug a guy, right?
Take a buck. What country?
Colombia.
How did I know that? I just guessed that. I was thinking that in my head, but I wanted to be sure I was right.
Destroy the entire Colombian coffee crop right down to the last.
Just because they wouldn't play ball with him?
But you got
That's petty.
so much, you know.
You are going to do this for me.
How do you do that?
Like everything else in the 20th century, Gus. You push buttons. There you go. I can't believe
Nice transition.
This is the first time I ever won anything.
You want my hand, Maury?
Yeah, sure, but this is the first time I ever won anything valuable.
Mr. White.
These comments.
Someplace where nobody knows him, so they can't connect him with us. Well, Websco has 112 subsidiaries. They're all linked into the central computer system now about someplace, small.
Smallville?
Damn, this movie's just full of conveniences.
Don't they have picnics in Metropolis, Mr. Kent?
Well, not quite like this, Ricky. No, I meant there's a lot of choices here. It's really quite some picnic. There's, hey, pate. Boy, pate's really unusual.
I didn't make any. Oh, Clark, that's Buster's dog food.
Oh, God.
Don't eat it.
Doggy.
That's freaking nasty, man. Come on. Why are they putting dumb stuff in this like that? So I guess, Soup's really over Lois.
I was just thinking that somebody like you could do really well in Metropolis.
Oh, the kid. Why does he have to change, though? Nobody's out there. Oh, shoot, he hit his head on a rock. Ooh. Right in the nick of time.
Gosh, is he all right?
Close call. Where's the dog?
There you go. He's all right, man, but I think you might have him checked by a doctor.
Thank you. I'm Lana Lang, and this is Ricky.
Nice to meet you. Ricky?
And this is Clark.
Well,
Clark?
I really have to be going. So long, Ricky. Bye.
Clark?
We were flying, Mom. Buster!
Mr. Kent, Superman was here.
What?
Yes, he really was. Oh,
I see Superman every day.
you do? Could you get me his autograph?
I don't know. If I had a nickel for every time some little kid...
Well, a nickel for every time a kid asks me that. Oh, nice suit.
First of all, they lost the invoice. Then when they did find it, they realized that they came up short on a few
Oh,
items.
he's talking in
So I
his
had to ring
white
the
person
clock.
voice.
4 o'clock, you know. He wanted this special order installed in his office no later than tomorrow morning. So you gotta let me in, because I gotta set it up tonight.
Oh, alcohol. Oh, yeah, he knows that word.
You are wrong.
Oh, my gosh. Where'd he get that hat from?
There's no vodka in it. You never do pass out, do you? Nope.
He's gonna pass out now. Yeah, it's not even a Superman movie.
You'll see what we'll see.
So he's screwing up everything. Oh my gosh.
Oh my.
What the heck? Oh. Dude. Who the hell thought of this concept? I'm gonna blow up Columbia now. Oh, this is where their trip was? I forgot. Damn, he's messing with the weather? Oh, look at him skiing in like Aspen or something.
Poor little Columbia.
Oh my god, still in Metropolis? This rich guy has it all.
Why stop at coffee? What keeps the world working?
Cocaine.
Soda?
Eh.
Yeah, you mean
Today, coffee.
tomorrow? The oil. It is not my fault.
I mean, isn't it neat, Dick? What's not your fault?
Superman. You didn't see the man come flying out of the sky?
Oh my god.
This kid was
This is
flying
so
away.
dumb.
Flying. He was great. He was just flying away. He put these laser beams out of his eyes onto everything. Dried up everything. Blue.
Who is that actor again? I know I've seen him in other stuff. I'm gonna look that up after. Now Superman's their problem. Okay, now it's kind of meshing together.
You know about him and bullets?
Kryptonite.
Yeah, I've been thinking that I'm not making enough money for this gig.
If there's anything I hate, it's greed.
Is he flying? No way! That is such crap. Oh my gosh.
Unknown.
Lotar.
Why? What's wrong? What happened to Ricky?
Well, it's the autograph he got him from Superman. He got really carried away after that and told all the other kids that Superman's even coming to visit him for his birthday next week.
Oh my gosh, typical kid.
Superman doesn't show up. It's just kind of.
You can tell Ricky that Superman will be there on Wednesday, all right?
Well,
Oh
he's
my
gonna get the
gosh.
best home cooked meal he's had in a long time.
Uh.
You tell Superman we think he's wonderful.
All right.
But Clark,
I miss you.
best.
You are the
I'll
best,
take it to
Clark.
the Supreme Court if I have to. But it wasn't our fault. It was an act of God.
In a church?
The hell is he playing with?
Hey, here's that compound you ordered. Can't imagine what you want with it.
Is that the kryptonite?
What the hell am I afraid for? I'm from Earth. You know, Ron, I really wasn't expecting all this.
I guess they did get a little carried away.
People man, you saved our bacon, and I'd like to show our gratitude. This is a small token of our appreciation to show to you for saving.
Come on, you gotta recognize kryptonite when you see it, Soup. You're not even gonna ask what it is. Is it kryptonite or is it not?
But you know how they're always trying to find the secret recipe in that chicken in the bucket? Well, in the kryptonite there was an unknown element, and it's unknown, and Superman didn't die.
He didn't die.
Dude, you're gonna leave it up to a guy who just has been working for you, like, at the very low level? And you're gonna get mad at him?
It's unusual finding a good-looking girl like you.
Oh no, is a transition happening right now? He's not gonna push it, is it? Leaning Tower of Pisa? Well, that's not leaning no more. Oh my gosh. What a dick.
And now that Superman is out of the nice guy business, we can get to work on that oil.
Oh crap. What a dick.
I want to know when I get a taste. I mean, more to you out here doing things for you than sitting in jail doing nothing for nobody. There's not a computer like this in the whole world, any place. It doesn't exist. You see, we have to build it.
Well, what will it do?
Anything I tell it.
What will it do?
So, Siri.
Hey, you deal with my oil, and I'll build you your machine.
Come to think of it, this guy couldn't even work at a fast food restaurant, and now he's like taking over the world with this guy. Goes to show that you could be sucky at some stuff and be really good at others.
That's it. The last tanker. They're all mine now. What's that in the upper middle quadrant? It's a tanker, and it's going the wrong way.
Even his cape is darker, his whole outfit's like darker. That's funny.
If you'll just do me one little favor first.
What's that?
Oh, that's wasting a lot of oil. That's gonna kill a lot of fishes in the ocean.
No, I'm busy tomorrow night too.
Oh, yeah? Doing what?
God, he looks like he's cracked out of his mind.
Fred,
Off that
please
crank.
stop calling me. I told you.
I vaguely remember this scene. I remember him like taking shots and stuff. Ooh! This is bad, Superman. He's flicking peanuts at bottles. The kryptonite. Oh. Ooh! I would have killed him. Unless he has powers. Does he have powers?
I can give as good as I get. Yeah?
Oh my god. Oh, so he does have powers. Did the bad Superman just get all the powers? So what's the end goal here? Just getting them both back into one body or what? Or one dies and the other lives or... Come on, get up, Clark. Nope, he's not there. So what's happening here? Does one have to die? Huh. So the good Superman lived. Does that mean, like, the bad... I don't get what happened here. Oh, wow. All the oil's going back in? Huh. Interesting. Welded it back together.
The ultimate computer.
Like a video game? That's funny. Those can't kill him.
Keep him occupied while I get the MX ready.
Damn, his sister's just in his ear talking trash. Oh, now he's not the bad guy.
See, I'm not with them, Superman.
Oh, is that kryptonite? You gonna help Superman or what, Richard? I don't even know his name in the movie. I just know that he's Richard Pryor. Oh, that was some stunt. Go save him now. Ooh, good job.
What's going on?
Everything's shut off.
I don't know. The power's gone. Gus wants to pull the plug out.
Yep. Gus. There it is. That's his name, Gus. So dumb. Oh, did he get his finger? Oh, he's gonna bite off his finger. Ooh, nice punch.
It wants to live.
Oh. This is what's gonna happen in the future with all these robots being made. These AIs. Well, I don't know. I'm just saying. Speculation. Somebody's gonna come create a computer like this, probably, if it hasn't already been made. No, he's dipping. You guys are on your own now. You guys better run. This computer's crazy. Oh. Is she gonna die? Oh. Is she becoming one? Ooh. What the hell is this computer on? It's like an episode from the Twilight Zone. Oh, so this is something he brought with him. Just pour some water on this computer or something. Oh, is this from the beginning? Where he was talking to that scientist? Yeah, this is from the beginning. Oh, crap. This whole thing's gonna blow. Richard.
Thank you, brother.
Richard saved the day. Even though he's done a lot of bad stuff. He's going to jail, though.
Well, his defenses are pretty good as long as the machine doesn't know it's in trouble. This time didn't see the danger. I just went in there with a plain old can of acid. The machine didn't know that when that stuff gets hot enough, it'll eat through anything. You guys spare one of these? Sure, Superman.
What, a diamond? Oh!
This is Superman.
That's right. Say, does your boss have a computer in this operation? Yeah, he got a little bitty one about that big. Well, you tell him he could do a lot worse than to give Gus Gorman here a job.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Take care.
He's done so much bad, though. Embezzled. Almost killed Superman. Lied. I don't know, and he gets a job after. I mean, like, yeah, he saved Superman, but Lana seems a little more nicer to Clark than Lois has been. So, yeah, maybe Lana's an upgrade. Oh, that's what he did.
Can't I hate you? I've always hated you. These guys.
Oh! Poor Brad. Can't catch a break after high school. Goodbye, Brad. Oh, Lois is back? Damn, she wasn't even in this movie.
I was onto something when that taxi driver kidnapped me.
Oh, Lois, you're terrific. Lois, say hello to Lana Lang, Smallville's newest gift of Metropolis.
Whoa, Lana versus Lois.
I like your sparkler a lot. Oh, me too. I couldn't believe it when Clark gave it to me.
Oh!
Clark gave it to you? Yes.
A little jealousy, huh? Oh, she got a tan.
Mr. White, look what I've got for you.
Let me push those.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Superman. This would be like an end credit scene in the newer modern movies. Oh my god.
Oh my god. We had to end it on a comedic note.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, folks. That was Superman 3. Did it? I don't know. I didn't do it correctly. Whatever. I don't know. I was trying to make a comedic effect. Superman 3. 1983. This movie actually got worse. I mean, this series, I feel, got worse than it got better. So this movie, in my opinion, is worse than the first two. What I'm trying to say is the graphics got worse too, which is weird. Because usually when technology goes further into the future, technology gets better. But the graphics in this movie and the CGI and whatever you want to call it back then, it got worse. I didn't think the graphics were that great in Superman 1 or 2, but I didn't give it any bad blood because, like, it's the 70s, early 80s, so not really anything bad you can say about that. I mean, the technology hasn't sped up to its time, but Superman 3, come on, 1983, I'm sure technology has gotten better. I don't know if you didn't want to pay the budget or some crap like that, but yeah, you could have done a little better than what you guys put out in this movie, but I'm nagging. I'm sorry. Superman 3, like I said, we just watched it, just wrapped it up. And my thoughts coming right out of the gate, just watching this 5 minutes ago. I didn't hate it. I mean, I didn't dislike it at all. It was an okay movie. It was a good time. But other than that, there's not much more to say about this movie. It was just kind of sloppy, kind of too funny in my opinion, especially from the first two movies, which had some comedic effect in it, but not as much as this movie did. And I think they were relying a lot heavily on it being a comedy, this movie. So that kind of made me get drawn away from the movie a little bit more, just how much they were forcing the comedy in this movie. Christopher Reeve still did a great job. I still love him as Superman. My favorite Superman, Clark Kent, does an amazing job as that. So I'm surprised after Richard Donner didn't want to do the first two movies. I mean, after he did the first two movies, I'm surprised Christopher Reeves returned, even though Richard Donner didn't return. So for him to stick around and still keep playing Superman for two more movies after Richard Donner did such a great job with the first two movies, I applaud Christopher Reeves for sticking around. Maybe he needed a paycheck, maybe he wasn't getting enough gigs, but I would have felt that they would have recasted Superman, but I guess Christopher Reeves still was on board. So it does have a different feel than the first two Superman. That's clearly in effect in when you watch this movie, but for what it was just an okay movie. I'm gonna give you my grade already because I'm already running out of things to say because there's not really much to say about this movie. It's just it's not on par with Superman 1 or 2. So my grade, I'll give it a solid C. I didn't hate it, but I also really didn't love it, and it kind of made me upset that they didn't follow the same type of formula they were following for the first two Supermen. Richard Pryor in this movie, I mean, he's a comedian. What do you expect? He's going to be there for comedic effect and just to be there for comedic relief around all the other actors and just say funny stuff here and there. His role, like I said at the end of the movie, I feel like he should have paid for all the bad things he's done in this movie because he was a bad guy in the beginning, even though, times were rough. I get it. He was on unemployment and he couldn't find jobs and stuff like that, but he did a lot of bad stuff in this movie, and I thought he should have paid for his dues for doing that and should have got some sort of more. All he did was get a slap on the wrist basically by Superman because he saved his life, so he's like, oh, I guess it evens out, so yeah, he's fine, he doesn't have to go to jail. But Richard Pryor, yeah, he was funny in this movie. Should have still got some sort of, should have gone to jail for 2 days or something, or did community service, pick up trash, I don't know, but he should have paid for it somehow. But Superman offered him the job at the end of the movie, and that was it. Richard Pryor, funny in this movie, not much else. He's a comedian. His acting's not going to be on par with some of the big actors we've seen in other movies. Oh, I'm going to look up really quick. Who was the bad guy? Robert Vaughn. I know I've seen him in other movies. He was in the original Magnificent Seven. Towering Inferno, I know that's a big movie. He was in the Steve McQueen movie called The Bullet. I think it's Bullet. What else has he been in? He's been in Law and Order. Oh, he's been around for a long, long time. Oh, he's in Basketball. I think that might be where I remember him from, Basketball. That's hilarious. Okay, yeah. So, yeah. Robert Vaughn, he plays the bad guy, kind of the Lex Luthor kind of type villain in this movie. So he took over Lex Luthor's part, basically. He filled in for Gene Hackman. Yeah, so Robert Vaughn was filling in for Gene Hackman's role as Lex Luthor. That's basically what his role was in this movie. Him as the villain, he did an okay job. Nothing really that magnificent. He wanted to take over the world, basically. He wanted to stop all the corporations from creating oil or also coffee, and they were it's a typical villain. Nothing more I could say about that. So his role played its part, and Richard Pryor's role was basically his sidekick in the beginning, but in the end he turned good, as you saw. Annette O'Toole played Lana Lang, the love interest for this movie. Not Lois Lane this time. It was Lana Lang. She was in Smallville. Was she in the original Superman? I want to know. That's what I want to know, and I'm going to check that out right now. Annette O'Toole was not in the original Superman, but she does play Lana Lang. I swear I thought she was in it. I've seen her face before. I've seen her face before in other stuff, and I just can't put my finger on it, but I know I've seen her before. So she played Lana Lang, love interest. So, yeah, she was there. I guess taking over Lois Lane's role, played by Margaret Kidder. Yeah, she wasn't even in this movie. Sorry, I'm not talking about Annette O'Toole anymore. I'm talking about Margaret Kidder as Lois Lane. She was probably in this movie for a good 2 to 5 minutes. So I'm surprised she even came back to do that, because like all she was like in the beginning, then and then. That's it. I mean, going from like the main love interest for the first 2 movies to that, I'm surprised she wanted to come back for that. I feel like they cut her paycheck like significantly. But hey, if she wanted to be another Superman movie, maybe she has a bigger part in Superman 4. For that, that pretty much does it with the main actors in this movie. Superman 3, what else can I say? It was funny. There were some okay fight scenes with Superman versus Superman, basically. So, bad Superman versus the good Superman. I did not get that at all. I did not understand how he could kill one Superman and then he would just be the only Superman left. I mean, like, I thought they were like, both Superman were like one person and like one other person had to go back in the other person's body so they become one again, because like they need to even out both emotions or something. But I didn't understand how they could like kill each other and like just continue being Superman. I feel like now he's lost a part of him. But yeah, I don't know. This whole plot was kind of all over the place. You could definitely tell this was made by different people, directed by different people. It just, does not follow the classic Superman tale that we saw in the first 2 Superman with Richard Donner behind the director's seat. But I didn't hate it, like I said. I gave you my score. Like I said, Christopher Reeve still does a great job in this movie. I'm glad we watched it together. I haven't watched the whole movie in its entirety, I don't think ever. Like a lot of these movies we've been watching, I say that a lot. But yeah, Superman 3 could have done better. Maybe hope for better in Superman 4, even though I already know the outcome. Well, not the outcome, but I already know the rating of that movie, and I know it's probably regarded as probably one of the worst Superman movies ever made. So I'm really intrigued to see in our next video for Superman 4 Quest for Peace how they could have messed that up even worse than Superman 3, because Superman 3 is already a bad movie. It's not horrible, but it's bad. And so I'm just expecting Superman 4 to be a complete shit show, in my opinion. But I don't know. Maybe I'll get another good laugh out of it. Maybe you guys will like my commentary on it, me cracking jokes about that movie. But yeah, Superman 4. I am very intrigued to see what that has in store for us. I haven't seen the movie in its whole. I just know Superman faces some creation. Some like super villain like made up in a laboratory. So I feel like their powers can even out with each other. They're very similar. So I think he gives them a run for his money. But yeah, I'm looking forward to watching that with you guys. Yeah, that's going to wrap up my short review for today. Superman 3, not much to say. Just like you saw it when I was watching with you guys. Just, yeah. They really didn't give us a lot to work with here. But other than that, yeah, guys, that's going to wrap it up. So if you guys like what you watched today, maybe hit that like button. That would really help me out. But if you really, really want to help me out, maybe hit that subscribe button. I'm putting out content like this on the regular, and also like movie recommendations, or just giving you guys a rundown of movies I watched along the week and seeing if it's worth your guys' time or not. So I'll just give you the rundown if it is. But yeah, other than that, also guys, I almost forgot. Leave a comment down below what you guys thought of Superman 3. I know I didn't really give a great review of this movie. I mean, they didn't really give me a lot to work with. It's just like, if I kept talking about it, I would just say some dumb stuff that they kept doing in the movie. Like, I don't know, the whole flicking the peanuts at the shelves, showing how bad he is, how mean Superman is now, and just like him being, I don't know, like him blowing out the torch. He was just a petty Superman when he was bad. So that would just be my rant on this movie. I don't really want to nitpick this movie because I know it's also, I don't know, it's an OG movie. So yeah. But yeah, leave a comment if what you guys thought of Superman 3, and maybe I'm being too hard on it. Maybe you guys really love it, and I'm sorry, maybe I'm just nitpicking too much. But yeah, also let me know in the comments if anyone knows why Richard Donner didn't come back for the third Superman. Maybe like there was a scheduling conflict, or just money was an issue or something, because Christopher Reeves returned. I don't know why Richard Donner didn't return. Maybe did he pass away? I don't know. If someone could leave it down in the comments, I will be greatly appreciative. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you in the next video, okay? We're going to be watching Superman 4 Quest for Peace. Until then, peace.